Coming up today on YOLO Texas.
But the hidden cavern sees the most rare and delicate parts of Natural Bridge Caverns.
The best way to get into the river is to...
You gotta jump in.
Yeah.
This is just kind of the way that we live and breathe and eat here in South Texas, and we wanted to share that with the world.
All of our fermentation is with honey instead of grapes, which makes us a meadery.
Join us on our trip across Texas.
We have recently opened the biggest expansion in Natural Bridge Caverns history. The Hidden Caverns is absolutely spectacular. Welcome, Katie. We're standing here in the sinkhole here at Natural Bridge Caverns, and this is actually the iconic natural bridge where the cavern gets its name from. This is really what led to the big discovery of Natural Bridge Caverns in 1960. Some college students heard about the natural bridge here, and they made a huge discovery on March 27th and found what turned out to be the largest cave in the state of Texas. So it was a huge discovery.
I mean, talk about a life-changing experience, not only for them, but for you and your family, and it's become such a staple here in San Antonio.
It's actually, the bridge is part of a ceiling of a cave room that was actually left in place as this room collapsed. It's actually part of the story of the hidden cavern, which we're going to see today, and I can't wait to show you.
And what's different about this one versus the other one?
Sure, well, we're going to get to see that today while we're on tour. But the hidden cavern sees the most rare and delicate parts of Natural Bridge Caverns. Because it was completely sealed off from the surface, it allowed the formations in there to grow a little bit differently, a little more detailed, a little more intricate. It's known for incredibly long soda straw stalactites, of really a proliferation of different kinds of formations that we see in the hidden cavern that we just don't see in the Discovery Cavern. And so there's going to be a spectacular sound and light show we're going to get to see today at the end of the tour. And then even something really cool that's totally unlike any other cave in the world, we have the first ever belt system that will ride out. The cave tours can be, physically challenging in terms of people that maybe have some limiting factors, and so, we will have to walk down all the way, but we do get to ride out, which is a really cool benefit of the Hidden Cavern Tour.
Well, I'm a huge geology nerd. I love stones, nature, everything, so this is a perfect fit for me.
You're going to get your fill today. You ready to go see it?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Already see some really cool stuff.
Yeah, it gets really pretty really fast. This is the Jeremy room. It's about 120 feet. So this is actually a really big room. Come on over here and we'll show you what the rest of it looks like. The Jeremy room is beautifully decorated.
Wow. Dude, the earth is so cool. Like, I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
So
I can't wait to see the rest. I mean, I know it's just like a dark hole
well,
all the way down there.
There's a lot more cave to see. So in the Hidden Cavern here, we've placed some little discoverable moments along the trail, like we have right here. And that's a picture of my dad actually being lowered in the cave. If you look right across right here, that's the shaft that they came in.
Oh my gosh, that's small, but you had to really wiggle down there.
Yep, just big enough to get through. But so this, I mean, look how close they were to not even finding the cave though. Had they drilled that just a few more feet that direction, they wouldn't even found it.
Wow, not even, I mean, it was meant to be, I guess.
I guess so. So check out this cave bacon we have here.
Cave bacon.
These ribbons literally have these colored bands going through them, for the different colors come from different densities of the mineral as they're being formed.
That's absolutely beautiful, and it also makes me very hungry. It's really dark down here. Are you sure there's not any like prehistoric creatures or something?
I'm quite sure. But one of the cool things about the Hidden Wonders tour is we get to turn the lights out and let you experience total darkness and then turn them all back on like this.
Oh, wow. It's breathtaking, absolutely beautiful. I feel like it couldn't get better, and then we go one more stop and I'm flabbergasted all over again. So I'm ready to see what's next.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Well, welcome to the ballroom. This is one of the biggest rooms we get to tour here on the Hidden Wonders tour. And the really cool thing about this space is we get to use this for special events and venues and concerts, weddings, you name it.
Oh my gosh, talk about a destination wedding. This is so cool.
Can't wait. And we have a really special ending coming up. So up ahead here, we're going to go experience our sound and light show.
Sounds good.
Well, so what'd you think?
I'm just blown away.
And what a fun way to end the Hidden Wonders tour, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about our bat ride?
It's amazing. I love it. It's so much better than having to walk all the way up there, right?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's the only cave in the world that has a ride out like this.
Yeah.
It's saves those legs. Well, let's go to Big Daddy's and have some lunch.
Hey, let's go.
All right. There you go. No problem.
Travis, this looks amazing, and I have to say, when I go to an attraction or even an amusement park, like, I just don't expect this kind of quality food.
Well, we obviously have all of the traditional theme park food, right? But you know, we've really worked to expand our food offerings here at Natural Bridge Caverns. So we've got brisket pizza here.
Whoa.
We've got a Philly cheesesteak over there. This is buffalo wing French fries.
Wow.
And you and I have loaded baked potatoes.
Oh man, you had me at brisket pizza. I think that's the most Texas thing I've ever heard.
Some hand-dipped Bluebell ice cream.
Oh my gosh, is this chocolate chip cookie dough?
That's cookie dough, and I have pecan praline over here.
Oh my god, and a waffle cone. This is amazing. Let's take these to go.
That sounds good. Let's go do some mining.
Oh yes.
All right.
So mining gems and minerals.
Yeah,
What
you
is
ready
this?
to kind of pan for gems and minerals, kind of like a miner pans for gold?
Yes, my childhood dreams coming true right
So
now.
this is a replicated mining sluice, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these bags of mining rough, right? And so you're going to sift this in the tray in the water.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. What a find.
Oh, that is so cool. This has to be some sort of rose quartz.
It
or...
is, totally.
Well, it's been an amazing experience. I love every nook and cranny of Natural Bridge Caverns. Thank you for showing it off to me.
Come with us to celebrate summer in San Marcos next on YOLO, Texas.
What's going on, Leah? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You ready?
I'm ready.
So this is the Meadow Center, is an iconic spot in San Marcos, and I hear they have some new things like kayaking and snorkeling.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, so I thought that would be a good first fun trip for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I want to introduce you to our friend Leah
Hi.
here.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
We're having her tag along with us as we show her some of our favorite places in Texas. Since we've been here last time, I heard you have some fun new programs available.
This spring we started our kayak program and our snorkel program. Spring Lake's protected, so we can't have just people coming out here to swim and kayak. And so this is a way people can actually do it. And so we have guided tours.
Marina, what can we expect snorkeling in this lake?
Water's 72 degrees, so it's a little chilly.
Yeah. That should be nice.
That's
at this heat,
feels so great.
Yes.
We'll have a wetsuit for you, and then we also have the life jacket. So you're basically just going to kind of float there, and you're just going to have to be able to kick and, you know, put your face in the water. The kayak tours, and we provide the kayak and the PFD, and then we kind of give you a little refresher on how to kayak.
So, Leah, how good are your snorkeling skills?
They're pretty good. I love the water.
Good. So, I'm thinking maybe we can tag team this, and she can handle snorkeling, and I can handle kayaking.
Well, either way, y'all are both going to have a blast. So.
Perfect.
Yay!
Well, good. I'm
Let's do
excited.
it,
Yeah, I'm
ladies.
excited too.
1, 2, 3.
All
right underneath us, right there. Big old turtle.
Oh my gosh!
You can expect good old-fashioned fun here at Wonder World Cave.
Now, I've heard that this has been in the family for 3 generations.
Yeah, so it actually opened in 1903, so we are approaching our 120th anniversary next year, which we're right between Austin and San Antonio, so it's a super quick trip to get here to experience 4 major attractions. The first being the cave. When you finish that tour, you go up in an elevator to our tower, which oversees San Marcos. After that, we take our guests down into our anti-gravity house. The last step on our tour is our train ride through our wildlife park, where we have exotic animals that come up and feed out of your hands.
I love it.
We just love seeing that we have generations of family, repeat customers, and they're still smiling and still having a great time. My tour guides are the #1 reason why everyone leaves feeling that way, because they have a lot of passion for what they do.
Yeah. Well, Kristen, we've had a great time kind of introducing Leah to all the fun things here in San Marcos. So, yeah, I guess first things first, we'll get out of this heat and go check out the cave.
Let's go.
Awesome.
We're gonna head up through here. If you want to remain left, you can see a deposit of quartz right here on your right.
Oh yeah, right here.
Oh, this sparkly
Right there.
stuff?
Oh yeah, that sparkly stuff does come naturally here at the Wonder Cape.
Wow, look at this.
At one point in the 70s, this place actually was a nightclub.
Fun little spot.
There was a fault line running right above these people down here partying, but that club was very short-lived due to the lack of fire safety. But eventually we did get ventilation systems in here, handrails, and a nice beautiful elevator. That did help us become the very first show cave in all of Texas, so we were here before anybody else. Kind of makes us unique, besides the fact that we can touch everything on the walls.
So when you're feeding the animals, you're gonna wanna hold your hand out flat and pour the food into your hand.
Okay.
And they'll eat it right out of your hand.
Hello, guys. You want some food? You want some food, buddy? Okay, all right. Take it easy. I shall name her YOLO.
The best way to get into the river is to...
You gotta jump in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh my
So first thing I do when
Getting the hair wet and everything.
I do. Well,
Right.
not really anymore,
Easier
but
for some of us.
when you float with us, you can go as many times as you want to go.
Ooh.
Right, so people
Yeah.
will spend their entire day here.
They look like prime relaxation. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly
Like
what
they're
tubing is
just
supposed to be
chilling
about.
and-
Yeah.
You said that some of your profits go to charity?
Almost every single bit of it is, yeah.
Great.
It is highly directed toward people in need.
That's beautiful. That just gives us more incentive to go float the river because I gotta help support charity.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
You feel good.
There's nothing like a South Texas barbecue, and you can learn to barbecue from the best next on YOLO Texas. Arnie, thank you so much for having us. What a party. I walked in, I smelled the smells, I got the beer. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy that you're here too.
Tell me about Made for Fire.
Made for Fire, this is our first annual event, first time we've ever done an event like this. This is open fire cooking, and it's really all a South Texas flavor, if we want to call it that. This is just kind of the way that we live and breathe and eat here in South Texas, and we wanted to share that with the world.
So who is this for? Is it for someone that's never cooked before? Is it for the ones that are competing? Can anyone come?
Anybody can come to one of these events, and it's for anybody that wants to learn how to cook either open fire, how to make carne guisada in a Dutch oven, how to make carnitas outdoors. We want to show people how to do all of that, and it's just more fun when it's a hands-on. And we want them to feel like their family. When somebody says barbecue in South Texas, it's usually fajitas.
Yeah.
All right, and this is what we call the money shot. We always got to do this. Steaks are always hot and fast. Today we're cooking what they call sirloin fajitas, which is actually flat meat, but it's a very fajita meat here in South Texas.
I'm the flipper, right? What's my technique?
You pick it up from one side and then just lay it down the other way. Okay. I call that the flippity flip technique.
What do you think? Did I
I think you did an awesome job. We have a couple of really great cooks out here. They're all friends of mine, and one of them is my little brother.
We got some tripas going on here today. You know, kind of a family staple, a family tradition.
And what's the way you're cooking it?
We normally cook it with a disco, throw some water in there, we'll boil them out, and then we let them cook in the grease, fry them up, and vámonos.
I got a crispy
Right?
piece. That's good.
Yes,
Tell me what's going on these pits over here.
This is an old style cooking that what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring it back. This is part of our heritage. We got some cabritos and they're cooked very, very slow. You know, just on the rotisserie, we turn them on a 45 degrees. We make these on Pro Pit braseras. We make them here locally.
Then we have Sandra, and she is what we call the pan de campo queen.
The bread.
Tender?
Anita's restaurant from here, they're making the tortillas.
And we'll just put a little bit of Furia's butter on it, just like that.
Ooh, it's nice and
They're
hot.
nice and hot.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I also have Clemente Rosales here from Rosales Catering. So he made rice and beans for us and aguas frescas.
That's delicious. Muy sabrosa.
Today we got a real traditional meal that we do out here at the ranch. It's called pork carnitas.
That's the test of a true pit master.
Yeah, you could tell.
You just grab the meat.
I have no fingerprints, yeah.
That's the money shot right there.
That's the money shot right there.
Like you said, crispy on the outside, nice and juicy on the inside. Not often do I see a whole pig. Tell me about the style of cooking you have.
We've always barbecued since we were kids,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And my dad was a fabricator and he built his own stuff. That's where I took over, and this is where I'm at with the whole, I'm just gonna barbecue in my backyard right now.
It turns into this. Can you show me how this works?
This design, I mean, it's so easy that if we want to turn our pig, we just turn it. And if we need to, you know, cook maybe more up on the top side or the bottom side, depending where our heat is, then we can just turn it again.
Whoa.
Made for fire!
What's meat? Find out next on Yellow Texas.
All of our fermentation is with honey instead of grapes, which makes us a meadery. So the Ferm is kind of a play on words. So we are in historic downtown Conroe on Simonton, across the street from the courthouse. We are surrounded by lawyers. We were thinking about, well, what are we going to call this place? And my wife is a critical thinker between the two of us. So she goes, how about the Ferm? And she goes, no, we do fermentation, and we're right in the middle of a bunch of law firms.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, that could work, and it's actually worked quite well.
So she's the brains behind everything.
Absolutely. We have our menu. Of course, you can look through this, but we do two types of fermentation here. We do a full strength, 11.5 to 12% still mead, which is your standard wine style. We also do a 5.5 to 6.5% carbonated, which some people call it beer style, but it's all fermented with honey.
All right, so how does this work?
We have what's called a pick 5.
Okay.
So here's what we've got. We've got these great little boards that a friend of mine made us. They've got chalk marker here, so where you can write the corresponding number on the menu, and then we will fill that up and do tastings.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with 3, 4, and 5.
Oh wow, you're going all for the carbonated.
I'm gonna go with 22.
22. You've jumped right to my favorite.
What should I make my last one?
Do you like apple pie?
Who doesn't like apple pie?
What apple pizer. It's like apple pie in a glass. I will show you what I'm drinking. This is our Alchemy.
Okay, I put that on my.
You did, yes, number 22 on the menu. Yeah. And this isn't a super sweet mead, but it's not a super dry mead either. It's kind of right there in the middle. But what makes this special is we actually caramelize the honey prior to going through fermentation. So after the fermentation, we then went to our friends over at Copperhead Brewery and got some of their King of Terrors, or KOT barrels. It's a 17% coffee, chocolate, vanilla stout, aged in a Booker's whiskey barrel.
Oh,
so
what
you've
a
got,
flavor profile.
Can't go wrong with all of those. Pine Hopple is our absolute best seller. Well, it's got pineapple in it, right?
It smells like pineapple.
And it's got a Citra hop.
Ooh,
yeah?
Yes, that is delicious.
We cannot keep Pine Hopple on tap.
I can see why.
The jalapeno, which is Ren and orange blossom honey with tahini, a little splash of lime.
Ooh.
You got a little spice there?
A little spicy. It smells like apple pie filling. This is giving me all the feels of fall.
It's the spices that you taste in there, your cinnamon, your nutmeg.
I can't tell you how much fun this has been.
Yeah.
I've learned. I've had great mead, great conversation.
Thank you so much for spending your time here with us at Ferm Meadery.